Joann Fabrics officially has their very own line of Halloween themed yarn. Like the colors are super Halloween and the names super freaking spooky. Obviously you can tell already there was one that I liked the most. I'm not gonna say more than the others, but this one I was just drawn to immediately. So let's just start with this one. So this is their Big Twist line. It's 100% acrylic, their value yarn. So it's not an anti-pill, but look at this color. Look at this color. Can we guess without me actually saying what the name of this yarn is? They did an excellent job, in my opinion. 5 out of 5 bats for the names correlating with the colors. Okay, this one is Witch's Potion. The green, the purple, there's a little bit of black in there, which I'm really interested in seeing how this is going to work up in granny squares and also just by itself. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to do a cardigan with granny squares in the middle, and the sleeves I'm just going to do plain. So I'm going to do probably like a half double crochet because that's like my favorite stitch and it's going to go nice and quick and I can finish this as fast as possible. Yeah, I thought about it and I was like, okay, I don't need to add another project, but this yarn, I just don't want it to sit here. Like this, it needs to be celebrated. I feel like they launched this very quietly. They didn't give it its moment to shine. So we're gonna do that here all day today. So this is not a new line at all. This is their Big Twist value. Like I said, they have the line out for quite a while, but they've recently been adding new colors to it. Like you see up here, this whole coffin is full of the Rainbow Bright, which is one of my top favorites. Until now, that was probably my favorite out of that entire line. Like all three of these kick everything out. But they did have some really cool neon colors that just came out. Right here. Yeah, right here. Slime. This isn't technically part of their Halloween line, but I mean, it's gonna go right in with it. And I have a ton of that. But it's a really soft yarn. I think it's incredible, especially if you're just getting into crochet. The one thing, it's not anti-pilling, so if you're gonna make garments, you just have to kind of be aware of that. I'm gonna make a cardigan, and obviously I use that often, I wear it often, so I'm probably going to limit the amount of time that I actually put it in the wash, but it does say that it's machine washable, so you can throw it in the wash. It doesn't say the dryer, do not tumble dry. Never mind, reverse that. It says do not tumble dry. So yeah, lay it flat, otherwise it's gonna get pileated and you're just, yeah, it's gonna ruin it. You're gonna have to get one of those things to get the fuzzies off. In order to keep it as nice and vibrant as long as possible, lay it flat to dry, but I think I'm gonna hand wash these. Like I love this color so much that this is gonna be a hand wash cardigan for me. It does give suggestions on the back for how many skeins of yarn you need in order to make a blanket, an adult cardigan, or I guess it's a jumper. Adult jumper. Then we have a hat and scarf, which I would say these two are totally accurate. I'm not sure about this and also a blanket. I am using some of this yarn to make a throw from my 100 Nights of Halloween blanket. I guess we'll figure it out. But it tells you like 50-inch by 60-inch throw blanket. But the beanie, for sure, I've done this on my knitting machine many times, and yes, like I have plenty left over from just one skein. Next up we have a classic Halloween color. This one, again, I'm gonna give you time. Shout out your suggestions down below and also drop some pumpkin emojis because this just screams pumpkin patch, welcome to October. Like that's everything this is. All right, jack-o'-lantern. That is the name. I will say, make sure if you're gonna stock up on these like I am, make sure you are paying attention to the lot number. I ordered them all from the same place, and so everything is pretty much, it looks like almost entirely the same lot, like all of these. Just assuming since it's brand new, like we got the first wave of this color, so it's all gonna be the same, but especially with these that have a specific colorway, you're gonna wanna make sure, if it's gonna bother you, if there's a slight variation of color, make sure you pay attention to the lot color. And the last color that we have, this one for me is gonna be, out of the three, definitely a daily wear type of yarn. The name is Vampy Reds. Not only do we have the intense reds, but there's a little bit of black and brown fading all the way to gray in here. So the Witch's Potion drew my attention for Halloween intensity, but this one already, I can tell you, it's gonna be a staple in the yarn dungeon. Cardigans, joggers, beanies. Oh, definitely need to make some beanies. Especially since it's a value yarn, it's like I can get a lot of it, make a bunch of beanies to have all throughout October. And my list, I normally have like 6 or 7 that I like to have done before October to do, like haunted houses, pumpkin patch, apple orchard, all those types of things. And it gets nice and cold, like a little bit of misty. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited about that weather just thinking about it now. I like to have coordinating beanies to go with it, and I have not been doing a very good job of running through that list of mine. It is a pumpkin spice latte. I feel like I don't have to tell you that because pumpkin spice is everywhere now, and so it shall be in the yarn dungeon from here on out. 4 medium weight, 5mm crochet hook. I do like to use a 5.5 though when I'm doing things like cardigans. However, I think for my granny square, I am gonna use the 5mm. I like to have it like a little bit tighter. All three of them together. I love to use my yarn stash as decor. Obviously, we have it all behind here. Like, this is stuff that all has projects in mind, and especially when I can have it be Halloween intensity. Like, I have a section over here that is trick-or-treat themed. Obviously, this is all gonna go over there. This is gonna go anywhere in the yarn dungeon. And witchy purple, I guess it's gonna go with the slime. Let's look at that. Yeah, perfect. I love that so friggin' much. Oh, let's do a close-up. Beautiful, all matches, so fantastic. Their entire yarn stock is 20% off right now. So one skein is $3.59. Regularly, it's $4.49. So still an incredible value for how soft it is, the intensity of the color, and the amount of yarn that you get. Again, 269 yards. Like, and you already know there are coupons everywhere. Also, I did an order pickup for this, and my store has been giving these little coupons in there, and it says, thanks for picking up your order today. Here is $5 off for today. So it's like, since you're in the store, why don't you go ahead and look around? As there is Halloween home decor stuff out at the moment, I've just been meandering through the aisles after I get my little coupon, and it's been really nice because all of that stuff is already at least 40% off. Some of their floral stuff was already up to 60% off, which I am loving their floral this year. Okay, that's not what we're talking about right now, but I need to show you because I'm obsessed with it. Like, there's just so much from here. We have this hanging eucalyptus bush. Okay, zoom, thank you. They're already in my craft area where I'm like deconstructing, making my wreaths, making all the stuff. Like, this is gonna be for my kitchen, the apothecary theme that I have going on. So I'm gonna like bundle this together with some other stuff. But yeah, so I got 60% off of this, plus then my $5 off on top of that. A description. This is our classic top-selling Big Twist value yarn in great new Halloween inspired patterns. You can use these to help plan and create your costumes. Fantastic idea. Or simply add some Halloween color and decoration to your space for the season. Happy Halloween. That just brings me so much joy. I would love nothing more than to see these colors out and about in the world incorporated into costumes. So if you're gonna do something like, I don't know, like witchy themed, a witch hat, stop. This would be perfect. This would be so perfect. jack-o'-lantern, maybe like a trick-or-treat bag. I'm getting so many ideas from this. Like, this is just like amazing. A vampire choker with some really fun gems or charms. They do have charms coming out. I have been like waiting to see them in person. You can find them online already, but they definitely do have some killer vampy charms. So make like a fun, quick little choker, add the charms to it. This color would be perfect for that. As always, all of these, fantastic for cardigans, fantastic for any sort of wearables, personally. And also like spider webs. These would be kind of fun colors for that too. Depending on the theme that you have going on in your space, you got some options for colors. So I worked up a couple of these in granny squares. I was heavily fixated on the witch's potion, and I basically got the entire front panel of my cardigan done. Okay, yeah. That's how much I loved this color. That's how much I had fun with it. Where'd the other one go? Oh, the jack-o'-lantern. The other two colors, I ended up doing just one granny square just because I wanted to see the colorway and how it turned out. Honestly, all three of these colors still get a 5 out of 5 bat for the color pooling. They work incredibly well as granny squares. You basically see all the colors, and this is a 5 by 5 inch square, so it's not really that big of a square, but you still get the feel of this entire skein of yarn in one tiny little granny square. This one I ended up adding the big twist in black. It was on sale, so I threw a couple of extra in my cart. I'm really glad that I decided to go with this because I was between this and a darker purple, but there really isn't that much in every square of the black color. I mean, every square has a little bit of it, but it's really not that much. Honestly, in the other two as well, there really isn't that much. There's more colors that come through it than the black that ties it all together. So I think if I decide to do cardigans with these, I'm gonna stick with the black that like ties it all together. But I got all of these granny squares from one skein, and this is what I have left. So that's pretty good. I just need to make one more, and then the front is essentially done. I'm gonna do basically the same thing on the back. I just have to have one more row, and then doing the arms, and that's gonna be, again, just like super plain, half double crochet. I'm still sticking with that. Little close up again, the jack-o'-lantern. Love this. Like, seriously, I love it so much. It is so festive. It screams Halloween. Not really much more I can say about this other than I love it. Please send more. Like, that's it. Love all three of these. Continue to build on this line. Thank you very much. After seeing them all worked up, what do we think? Are we still obsessed with it? If anything, it has only intensified my love for these colors. Fantastic job. Thank you so much, Joann Fabrics, for giving us a Halloween themed line of yarn this year. Like, 2023, it is the year of Halloween. So for me, as long as they have these colors out, all three of them are going to be staples in the yarn dungeon. I'm really hoping that this is a line that just stays out. Like, it's not a limited edition. It doesn't say anything about being a limited edition or limited time, anything like that. You know, just chilling with the rest of the Big Twist yarn. So let's hope, and send it out into the universe that this will be available all year long. Otherwise, if it's not, we're all just gonna have to stock up. All right, ghouls, I will definitely keep you updated on this cardigan. Look at that. I just love this so much. I'm thinking by the end of the weekend, I will have this done. And that's just kind of how it goes with me. Like, when I really love a color or I'm excited about a new type of yarn, I just fly through it. Honestly, I do have other projects that I should be working on, but they are just gonna be set aside right now because I'm here for this color today. Witch's Potion, that's what my entire weekend is gonna look like. Again, leave me some pumpkin emojis in the comments down below if you are obsessed with this, or if you've already got your hands on these. Please let me know what you are gonna be working all of this up into. And for right now, that is it. So have a fantastically spooky rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.